GM, everybody.
GM à fond. Et Dwight.
GM.
What's up? I wonder if I should do a background, do something festive.
Hello.
Hello there.
Again.
Hello.
Matt, I'm digging the Albert Einstein look.
What did you say? Hey.
What's up, Info?
Yo.
What's up, GM?
GM. Hey, Lana.
Yeah, I guess I need to get on camera too, huh?
Yeah, what's up, Lana? What's up, Eve?
Hey, how's it going?
Sounds good.
Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.
GM. A monthly green pill. Wait, no, I was about to say DevCon.
You messed up. What's up, Lisa? Hey, what's up? Got Kid in the house.
There it is. There's the frog. Everybody's rocking the good swag today. I still got no swag.
It's got to change.
I think
You're going to have too much swag after Denver.
I can't wear it with my headphones.
Yeah, and when you wear the hat with a blurred background, you see all the eyes get blurred.
Yeah, I see.
I'm trying to think of an icebreaker so we can get some combo flowing. What's a good icebreaker? Anybody got any?
How was your year since December, man? How was your year, man? Like, what's up? 25 weeks, like, what's going on?
You want to kick it off? Yeah, go for it.
I've had a pretty interesting year. It's been really productive. Like, I've been doing a lot of development. I released the game last month. It's on Steam. Doing a lot of live streaming, just like really honing in on workflow as well as, just like executing and, just learning and just, multitasking, just getting better at being better at getting better. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been a good year. But yeah. Yeah, I'm Bogey, by the way. Nice to meet everyone. Hope you're well. Hearts in the chat. Yeah, what's good? Yeah. Love you guys. I love everything about Greenpill. I was introduced to Greenpill like last year at ETH Denver. I met some members, and yeah, since then I've been real busy, and then now we're here at the end of the year. So beginning of the year and then
And
You know what I'm saying?
hopefully, yeah, hopefully happy going into 2025 as a.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, man.
That's
I think to go off of that, no, yeah, 2024 it's been a wow, it's been like a whirlwind of a year. Yeah, there's been a lot that's happened. I think from my perspective, definitely grown a lot when it comes to like community side of things, like product management, like things I never had done formally before. Like I might have had an interest and things, but not I was able to formally be involved. So yeah, I'm just excited to continue growing and learning. Um, yeah, I'm very excited and bullish for 2025. We're gonna dive into, in this call, we're gonna definitely dive into this 2025 ideas and reflect on 2024. So yeah, looking forward.
Yeah, things are happening. That's for sure.
Yeah, you want to go back? You want to?
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, this year just absolutely flew by. I got a baby on the way. That's a big news on my end. So yeah, that's the official public announcement. If I haven't told you already. Yeah, it's been a crazy run. I mean, I only popped into the picture back in March, and now Greenpill is basically, I don't want to say full time, but yeah, spending a lot of my time working on Greenpill stuff, and I'm the master of slow and steady. It's like I say it to myself, I say it to everybody else, and yeah, it's just keep on moving, slow and steady, and I'm pretty excited how things have played out this year. Got a lot of plans for 2025, and yeah, I think we just got to keep it moving. And yeah, I'm pretty pumped about it all. Thanks everybody for coming today.
Matt, you're definitely full time.
I know.
You're always plugged in.
I was like, if you're not full time, I don't know what full time is.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I'm doing other stuff too. It's like, well, you could have a full-time job and a part-time job. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Alpha leads the charge. I'm happy being it's like Robin or Sherlock or what's Sherlock's sidekick?
Watson.
Yeah, Watson.
Well, I'm very content being that guy. So yeah.
And I see it more like Pinky in the Brain.
I can go next. Hello, everyone. Can you see me?
Yeah.
You're able to see me? Oh, okay. That's okay then. Yes, I want to say that it's been a learning journey for me since from the beginning. The first person I met was I think when we were meeting on Tuesdays was Afo and Lana, and was awesome to start with them, like learn a lot of things to digest, to be honest, because so much thing happening at the same time, and it is awesome. Like when Matt came, everything started to get even more traction, like the connections and all the process started to happen like in a real visible way. So a big shout out to your coming. It's nice to have you and Afo leading the charge, like you said. I'm helped with for being here and support the ways I can. This year was like massive. It seems like 5 years in just one. So thanks a lot for the presence and the energy.
I can go next. I'm very excited. I checked to make sure that the node was online this morning, AFO. But I'm really excited about our staking squad, the Greenpill staking squad we've got going. I've always wanted to run a validator, and so it's really exciting that we're getting to do it. And just shout out to AFO, who definitely it was like a step-by-step process. So really appreciate it. I was really happy with Ottawa. We were able to do some food planting initiatives, doing some stuff like onboarding workshops, doing some creator workshops, giving both cash donations and food donations to food banks and other local charities that support like the unhoused or people who are just in economically hard times, which has been really exciting. And also, I don't know what's going to happen from this, but I'll share the link in the chat. But because we had shipped the on-chain impact network, shout out to Izzy who co-led that with me. But we did a podcast episode on it with Kevin, and this guy heard on the Greenpill Network podcast, heard the podcast and reached out because he wants to actually have like a regen crypto track at the Global Earth Repair Summit, which I think is really cool. It's like I think it's like a 5-day event of hybrid in person and online, which is really exciting. So don't know, we're chatting tomorrow, but hopefully going to plug in some of the Greenpill chapters / people who are in the On-Chain Impact Network's book, because I'm assuming that's why he wants to connect and get some of those people in as speakers, which I think is just really exciting.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's like,
All right. Do we want to dive into it, and then after the call we can pick this conversation
Can I
back?
share as well?
Oh, yes, please.
Hi, I'm Eve. I'm pretty new to the Greenpill network. I've been with Greenpill New York City. So yeah, I'm meeting a lot of you for the first time, so I feel called to share this. When I discovered the Greenpill book, I don't remember where I was. I was trying to figure out what was happening with crypto, and it was so encouraging to discover that someone was really trying to apply these technologies towards like real systemic change. So yeah, the first Greenpill meetup I went to was in New York City during ETH NYC last year, and Kevin Owaki was there, and it was in this this space in Brooklyn where Luciano, who's the New York City chapter lead, he had put like Greenpill stickers to guide you to the room because it was a little bit hard to find. It was like a adventure. And yeah, I just like somebody mentioned the energy. Oh yay, you were there, Lana. Cool. Yeah, so the energy of this group is really powerful, and I think it's really clear, and I have a lot of hope and excitement for 2025. So yeah, looking forward to being more involved with the network and working with everybody.
Let's go.
let's grow, baby. Cool. Matt, okay. Should we kick this off?
Yeah, sure. Kaz, you have your hand raised. You want to say something?
Oh yeah, guys, go for it.
Oh, you're muted. Kaz,
Kaz,
you're
you're muted.
muted.
Oh,
There you
there we go. Hey, I just wanted to say hi before we get going here. I run the Toronto chapter, and the format that we've taken it is we run every Monday a call where everyone that's doing good in crypto or building blockchain for good get together and sort of help each other. And that's the Greenpill Toronto version of the chapter.
Love it.
And then I just wanted to say one quick thing. Just seeing everything like 5 years ago, right? This isn't gonna be a 5-year story, but 5 years ago, doing Greenpill stuff or doing Regen stuff, and then 5 years later, finally having a solid community and amazing people. And I met Jade and Mikkel last ETH Denver. They were running a Greenpill Denver event, and of course, they're just amazing. So here we are. I've been able to meet Matt and just Koi and Afo and Kirill, like working full time together on Gov and Dev Guild stuff. We're just showing up, so it's awesome. Thank you all for being here.
Yeah, love you, color, man.
Can I do a quick intro too?
Yeah, Paul, go for it.
I'm kind of newer around here. I'm Paul. I run the Gardens platform. I've been getting more and more involved in Greenpill stuff and getting to know some of you better and better, which has been fun. But yeah, I've been following Greenpill and Bitcoin and Fund What Matters and the regen movement for years. It's what got me into this space. And 2024 was the best year yet. I'm excited for 2025 especially. It feels like we've got a lot of momentum this year. But yeah, excited to meet the rest of you that I haven't met on the call.
Yeah, happy to have you here, Paul. And we're gonna actually, take a look at Gardens a little bit later in this call. But yeah, okay, go for it.
Hi. Well, since we're doing the round, I wanted to chime in. I got involved with Greenpill back in June. Before that, I was doing a nonprofit that builds software to help fight climate change. But my colleague has a debilitating disease and he's becoming less productive. So we had seen Greenpill activity and Gitcoin grants and things, and so we decided to get involved. And I'm really impressed. I think there's a really high caliber of people doing really great stuff in this network, and I think there's great potential. It kind of stimulates my spider sense, so to speak. And I'm looking forward to see what happens in the next year. I think 2024 was a great run, so looking forward to it.
Yeah, my spider sense is 13 too. Cool. Anybody else want to share a few words? If not, we'll hop into the call. There'll be some more time for chapters to share updates, so I don't feel rushed or anything. All right, cool. Let's get this call started. So yeah, this is our final monthly call of the year. I don't know how many of these we did. I want to say around like 6 or 7. A good amount though, and we've been doing them on a monthly cadence for at least the past 2 quarters. And yeah, we just want to have this call to, as we've been doing, reflect on 2024 and then look forward to 2025. To start off, I'm just going to go through a few quick updates just to announce some things that have happened since November. So we had Oval Squad launch, with Lana mentioned. Actually, I couldn't even share my screen to show that off a little bit. Actually, okay, no, I'll do that later. But yeah, we launched our Oval Squad, which I don't know if people are familiar with Oval and like squad staking. So as you know, with Ethereum, you're able to create a validator and stake, but you have to have 32 ETH to be able to do that. So squad staking is a way to lower the barrier where you could have multiple people staking, and ideally, since we're the Greenpill community, we could get some sponsored ETH from Lido. So we don't actually have to have the 32 ETH. We could just start validating and then earn the reward. So very bullish on this being a mechanism for us to start generating yields and extra funds for the network and chapters and guilds. So yeah, that's a big update, and there'll be some more updates there. So if you're interested in getting into squad staking, please, you can ping me, you can ping Matt or Ilana. Next, we have the Writers Guilds. So we're working on a newsletter to close out the year, to recap everything that's happened and to really give it like a clear picture to people that aren't as tapped into Greenpill. So like, okay, what's happening? Because there's been a ton of stuff happening, I think. So this newsletter will really help to capture that. Matt, you want to say a few words on that?
Yeah, so for the newsletter, I think it was actually going before I was in the picture. But yeah, we're gonna get it rolling again. Right now, we're in the process of kind of getting in touch with all the chapter stewards and getting updates from them, and then along the same lines, having them update their Karma Gap and probably throw out a hub post. But yeah, so the ball is rolling. I don't think there's too much to say, but yeah, it'll be exciting to get that out again.
Nice. And then moving on to one of the other guild, the Dev Guild. Since November, we did 2 workshops. We did a Karma Gap workshop where Mahesh, founder Karma Gap, walked us through the platform and updates that they have planned. So we're we're still in the process of editing all our workshop content so we can share on YouTube for people to be able to view. But be on the lookout for that in the next few weeks. We also then did an Allo Yeeter workshop, which was for an RFP. We built a simple tool to yeet funds using the Allo protocol. And so, yeah, if you're interested in learning more about that project and or just learning more about Allo in general, we'll have that recording up soon. And yeah, we have more workshops planned for 2025. And also, we had actually, I also want to really shout out. We had a monthly space with Rocket Man from Verbs, and really want to shout out the work he's doing because he built this whole new grant application flow. I want to call it. It's called Flows, but basically it's like using AI to where like it streamlines the grant process, so you're not having to input all this information. So yeah, really look into that if you're curious about learning more about that. And next I'm gonna pass it over to Eve to do a meditation session before we fully dive into things.
Yes.
Thanks, Avo. Yeah, so I'm really grateful to be here and share a little bit of meditation. I work in data science in the energy industry, but I'm really passionate about meditation, and I feel that practices like this have a lot of value to bring to us as we navigate this journey that we're on. So yeah, you're welcome to follow along or not as you please. And we'll just take a few moments. You can close your eyes and start to sense into your body. Start to sense into your breath. Feeling into the sensation of your breath as it moves in and out of your body. Bringing your awareness into your heart center. Allowing your breath to fill and expand the space of your heart. Tuning into the rhythm and the pulse of your own heartbeat. And sending your awareness down into the earth beneath you. Feeling and sensing into your connection with the earth. And the pulse and the rhythm of the earth. And feeling gratitude for the opportunity and the privilege to be here together. And gently bringing yourself back to the gathering. Thank you.
Wow, that was wonderful. I don't want to like start talking on this TV. Keep the vibe going. That's great.
That's awesome. Thanks, Eve.
It's like I don't even want to start back up because I'll stay here for a little bit. I see somebody's got their hand
This is 2025.
Yeah, I feel like Bogey has some meditative tech shaman for us.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah. I guess
Bogey, you're muted.
who has their hand raised?
Wait, what?
Bogey's
they
the one with the hand raised.
we're just trying to react. You're good.
He doesn't have a name.
Okay. That was really nice.
Yeah, awesome. Siddiq, go for it. And maybe just also to trying to react. All right. Okay, that was awesome. So cool. Yeah, now we can have. Oh, what's up, Kev? What's up, Kevin?
Hello, friends. How are you?
Doing good.
Hello.
Did you catch some of that meditation? Hopefully.
I did step in the middle of it, and I tried to get into the flow as much as possible. Eve, great to see you. Thank you for bringing that energy to us. It was delightful.
Hi, Kevin. Good to see you too.
Well, awesome. Well, actually, you came just in time. This is perfect timing. Because we're about to dive into chapter updates, and then after, well, how much time do you have? Because if you don't have too much time, you could give a few words.
I'm going to hang out for 15-20 minutes, so I'll be here.
Okay. Awesome. Cool. All right, so let's go to chapter updates first, and then Kevin will share a few words, and then we'll dive into the workshop. Cool. All right, so who wants to give the first update on chapters? I know lots been going on. And anybody got updates with the chapters? Yeah, I knew it. I was gonna pick you 50, bro. I knew you. Go for it, 50.
I just raised my hand first time that don't say that sometimes because this is Chief Evil from Green Sofa, Greenpill Taiwan local chapter, and also Uncommon, which is from Greenpill China. First of all, I'd like to introduce Green Sofa. We find 17. Yeah, we find 17 local, which is a Taiwan individual or community which is contributing in public goods. We are connecting with them one-on-one interview, and then we're trying to allocate our funding, which is we participate international direct rank, and we got some kind of fund, and also we participate the Greenpill auction rank also, and then we try to allocate the Web3 token to them to support them to grow and also help them to onboard from Web2 to Web3. So we have a long discussion about what platform, for example, Gitcoin, Ritual PGF, and etc. things. And finally, we try to remove all the Web3 skill set or platform. We try to do the per quarter interview one-on-one with all these 17 projects. And then we allocate the funding directly to their wallet because we would like to let them have the sense of how Web3 support what they're doing. And this is the one kind of thing we are going to do, and we will keep for a long term communicate with that 17 project, and we expect more and more local Taiwan Web2 or traditional public goods community or contributor will connect with us, and this is how Green Sofa planning to do at this moment. Yeah, I may share a little bit more about Uncommon in next round. So it's let's take turns to let others speak more first. Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks for the updates, Sativa. That was great. Yeah, we could dive in. I have some questions, but yeah, for the sake of time, we'll follow up later. Kaz, you want to give an update?
Yeah, right on. So I run Greenpill Toronto, and the format we take is we talk once every Monday at 11 o'clock. And we have a bunch of different projects that are doing good with blockchain. Right now, we have about 5 projects that we're running or getting involved in. They're not really run under 100% Greenpill. They're all in partnership with other projects and whatnot. So we have a DAO platform that's developed together with Toronto DAO. So that's a DAO platform for fiat, which can issue NFTs and whatnot, POAPs. But the big thing is that it's for fiat instead of for crypto, but it uses all the DAO principles. The second project is a community currency that we call Toronto Coin. That's going to be pegged with a value to the local transit, a ticket to travel on the subway. So that's T-Coin. We have a project that is doing tipping on cross-platform, so Twitter, Barcaster, Lens, all of those. So if you tip on one platform, then you can carry that. You can see that tip on another platform, and it's cross-platform tipping. And then we're trying to look for a space as well, so we can, instead of just meeting online, we can actually meet in person. So we're looking for a place to make it permanent for Toronto Greenpill chapter. Another couple of projects that are sort of brewing. We want to build a universal basic income protocol, but that's not really taken off yet. So got another couple of ones in the hopper, but the ones I mentioned are the ones that have some traction.
Nice. Thanks for the update, Kaz. Great work. Who wants to go next? I think we got a few more stewards on the call.
I can go.
Go, Ferlin.
So update wise, well, we just did like a fun kind of like a thank you tip. So because for all of our events or most of our events, we used Unlock Protocol for ticketing and registration. So we gave everyone who came to one of our events like one $1 for fun, just to say thank you. And then also because in some of our events, it makes sense because in some of our events, we also help people like create wallets and send them a little bit of ETH to kind of explore on chain anyway. So we did that. Setting up our validator node. So we're doing that, or I'm doing that, like Kate and I are doing that under Greenpill Ottawa. It's the Ottawa chapter. And then we recently also gave a donation to the Ottawa Food Bank, and we're planning on giving a donation either again to the Ottawa Food Bank or to the Ottawa Mission just before the end of the year.
Nice. Yeah, nice work. Cool. Matt, you got something?
Yeah, I was going to say the POAP, but I think the mint window time was incorrect. I don't know if you can quickly adjust that.
Yes, I can. Yeah, I will fix that.
Okay, so one second there. And I guess while I have the mic, I can share some quick updates. So for the Writers Guild, I guess it's maybe a bit old news at this time, but if you haven't already, check out the On-Chain Capital Allocation Handbook Explorers Edition. Throw a link in the chat. Oops. Chopped off half of the message I was writing, but you get the gist. And then, yeah, so we mentioned earlier that the Writers Guild, we're going to start kicking off a semi-regular newsletter to kind of shine some light on the work that's being done by the chapters and the guilds. And there's also some other projects that we've kind of kicked around a little bit. So if anybody's interested in writing, or you don't even necessarily need to be a writer, we could probably use some designers, or even if you just have ideas, everything. We're building in public here. Pop in the Discord, make sure you have the writer's role, and pop into the writer's channel. And yeah, next time we have a meeting, we'll share the details there. For Greenpill New York City, things are moving a bit slow at the moment, but it's happening. Partly because I've been so kind of sucked into like network stuff, but I just had a call with Luciano earlier today, and we have a meetup next I don't even know what day it is, but it's the 19th. So if anybody's in New York, yeah, definitely join there. Make sure you're in the Telegram and the Luma event. And yeah, so the big thing for New York is really this oval squad staking. This came from the original idea came from Luciano. Yeah, so that's the big thing there. And then with the funds that we get from the squad staking, that's what we want to use to basically make some sort of sustainable matching pool for local QF. So Swift Evo, Lana, I know that you've both done local QF stuff. So at some point we'll touch base and figure it out. And there's also the idea of maybe focusing on onboarding people into flows, specifically the like the public garden side of things. Oh, my computer kind of fritzed out. I'm back. And yeah, I think that covers most of it.
Yeah, nice. That's what they're not. Cool. We have any other stewards? I think we got a few more. This is the final call of the year, so speak now. All right, go for it, Rohit.
Hey, thanks, Afo, and hey, everyone. This is Rohit from Greenpill, India. I have 3 quick updates. Earlier this month, we hosted dinner with the Atlantis team. It was a side event to ETH India, and it was just great to be able to share the ethos of Greenpill and regeneration with a much wider crowd, some of which was also very new to crypto. 2 of our members presented their project. One was a DIY do-it-yourself hardware for measuring AQI, the air quality at home. It's a hot topic, especially this part of the world, and we're excited to see them go into production. And then the other project was around hydroponics, and we had an installation of the hydroponics plants, just double-clicking on how you can be more self-sufficient in an urban setup to meet your needs for fresh vegetables, as an example. So again, excited to see that scale as well. And the last update is we are getting set up on the Gardens V2 platform. Just for context, it's a digital platform governance framework to use your budget in a more transparent manner through the use of funding proposals and so on. So we're getting set up. 15 of our members have signed up through staking on Gardens V2, and going into 2025, we're looking forward to use that formally for all of our expenses.
Awesome. Yeah, we're gonna dive into Gardens a little bit. And really just and Gardens. Oh, go for it, Corey. Yeah, I'll save the Gardens stuff for later.
Cool. So I'm Coy from Greenpill Brazil. We are doing some stuff here. I really enjoyed to be on this meeting to hear about other chapters' experience. So it's really awesome. Rohit did this news. What we are doing here, we made some events. Yesterday we had an event on to talk about Celo, and we talked about the Refi Latam report that Latam made, and we discussed about some about the results, the data on the report, and we presented the round we are doing. It's running. It's the first Agroforest Down round. Basically, we participated on the past on the Octant Climate Race, and we got in the fifth place. And we got the funds from there. We are using on the Agroforest Down round. Let me drop the link here, so you guys can check and select your favorite projects. Basically, and for this, we already made some rounds before. We made a round for the contributors of the journey, and this was a milestone we had with Celo, and we also launched some light nodes to start to understand better how could we use this infrastructure to basically provide a better way for communities that don't have internet access very consolidated. So we also meet weekly. So we have meetings every Wednesday to bring new projects. We are supporting a project here in Rio de Janeiro, where they are building basically it's a tiny house to store the tools they have to work on the agroforestry and to cook and make some meals collectively. It's a communitary space, so we have some updates. The construction is happening, so we expect to have to finalize this construction in December and do an event in January. And we are supporting agroforestry task forces. We are providing funds for them to have a lunch together, like with organic food and fruits and all of that. This seems to be a very good incentive for us here in communities like this one we are working on. This was a pretty good incentives, and we are thinking about introducing the incentives we use on green goods, where we distributed a basket of food for every participant who collected the NFT on Unlock. So this is some things we are doing. I think I'm very excited for 2025. So good. Thanks, everyone.
All right, just a quick note, the POAP is officially, the mint window's open. The secret phrase is Greenpill -new-year. I threw it in the chat too. How long is the mint window officially open, Alpha?
An hour.
Okay, so I guess you probably have, call it 50 minutes to play it safe. But yeah, if anybody has issues, let me know.
Yep. All right, cool. Paul, you got something?
Just to finish, I forgot to talk about Guardians. We were doing the onboarding of some communities in Guardians, but since we had to achieve our agenda to support the projects we had in mind, we decided to stop, and we are trying to think about a better way to establish our governance structure in there. But we have some ideas already, and soon we can share our experience.
Nice. Cool. Yeah, very bullish on Guardians here. Ambio, I go for it.
Yeah, Jim. Am I audible?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Afo, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
So, yeah, I can hear you. Okay, so I want to give a quick update of the state of things at Greenpill Nigeria. And then before I delve deep into that, I will request the network to give us we have not yet. So at the state of Greenpill Nigeria, last quarter, or yeah, let's say this quarter, we started with a citizen retro round, which we did with a Z-Retro PGF, which was to target individuals and that have contributed to the public goods in Nigeria, and then also to Greenpill Network. It was a success. Before that, we had plans in the pipeline with the Atlantis DAO about a project, a water co-op. This water co-op is just to provide a P2P sustainable access to clean water in the region. And then the 3 regions that we're targeting in the country, they are Imo, Anambra, and Enugu. And then also we have an annual event planned out, which we normally do which is a Impact Summit, which is a conglomeration of impactful orgs and impactful individuals to come together to discuss on the way forward and how to make the region and regenerate the region. So all those we are in pipeline, but at the state of things, they are not executed yet. And then also, we are still looking at the state of some of the apparatus that makes a Greenpill Nigeria to function, like the wallet, the camera, and many of these things, because most of them we have no access, members of Greenpill Nigeria have no access or direct access to them. So, and then we are just planning on so that is the state. And then last day before yesterday, which was Monday, we had a cleanup at BC Facets, which we did the bounty with Atlantis P2P Impact Miner. So these are the things that we are working on in Greenpill Nigeria. And then for the gardens, we have set up the governance forum at the garden, which we tag Afro League. And then we also set a multi-sync for that. Easy set that, and then we have 2 of the signers in the Greenpill Nigeria, and then other signers we are not yet aware of who they are, but we are going through that and then to see the other signers and then know which way to go next. So at this juncture, I'm pledging to I'm soliciting to the network to give us the direction on how to navigate the whole ecosystem, and then make sure that we are also carrying out what we should, and then also be abreast with whatever that is going on in the network. And then I hope that this will start with giving us an official steward. I believe that bit by bit we get there with the rest of the Greenpill Nigeria members who are eager to make sure that every other thing that we are doing in the region will come to pass and then we come to fruition. So thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thanks for the update. I mean, you've been doing great work and really keeping Greenpill Nigeria going. So really appreciate that. Shout out to you. Cool. I know maybe there might be a couple more updates. Just for the sake of time, given we're gonna hop into the gardens activity, which we'll have time to discuss some more things that are more network related. So I'm gonna share my screen and we're gonna hop into gardens. And you've been hearing gardens being mentioned, a few times. I think like 3-4 times already for different chapters. So definitely something that we're all looking to use. So just to kind of set the stage a little bit, the Greenpill Gov Guild, which has been meeting for the past week, for I want to say like the past quarter or so, really trying to start kind of getting the gears going and figuring out how we approach governance, not just for the network, but for different chapters, guilds, etc., and lead experiments where we can kind of learn and figure out the quirks and the ideal governance structure for different things. So we have a gardens created on the testnet for the Gov Guild, where you can join it by having some mock token, which you're able to mint as a contract. We're not going to actually fully interact with gardens today, just given the amount of kind of process that goes into it, and that's for the sake of time. So we'll be doing a mirror board activity to gather different proposals for these different pools. But basically, as you can see here, you have a community, and with gardens, you're able to create 2 different types of pools. So basically, a pool is just a way to kind of create proposals around like a certain idea or concept or structure or whatever. And there's 2 different types of pools. So there's a funding pool, which is, I think, the more common one, where people propose, you create a pool, people put funds in the pool, and then people propose how to use those funds, and people vote like which one they like the best. We're doing the signaling pool. Reason being, because there's no funds tied to it. It's just purely to gauge sentiment on chain and to learn what people think about different proposals. So this, lowers the stakes of actually like having financial incentive, and we could, start to learn more. Eventually, we'll probably have funding pools for different things, but I think the idea right now is to learn more than to attach funds to it. And there's a few things you could set here, such as the voting weight system. So you'll notice with Guardians, you're able to do fixed where everybody has the same voting weight. You can cap it to a certain token amount. It could be unlimited, free for all. And then you can even do quadratic, where it falls like a quadratic curve. So there's a few voting weight systems that you can do. And actually, before I move on, Paul, am I missing anything, or how am I doing?
No, this is great.
Okay.
This is a better demo than I give.
Nah, I'm just basically copying what you said. So, all right, let's see. Let's get back to our community.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm surprised that you're able to go through it, because Gossman, our dev, just pushed that fix that fixed the creative proposal thing, but I think he's gonna have to recreate the community from the UI, so you probably won't be able to access right now.
Oh, okay. So we let me see if it's cached. Let's see if it's cached.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Well, I guess I don't get that page. Okay. Yeah, it is gone. So left in real time. And it's all good though.
I go check out the on the main app, not on testnet.
Okay.
Go check out the pop-up comments, because that's a very active community that people, if they want to just try out Gardens, can go in, and it's on Arbitrum, the Arbitrum ecosystem. And so this is one that we have grant funding for now, that the funds are going out on the 21st. It's all for pop-up cities and intentional communities. But you can register in this community, and we have a citizens registry, which is how we do civil resistance. I love the quadratic voting weight system. That's my favorite one. But to do that, we need to have civil resistance, obviously. And so the way that we're doing that is with these conviction voting token weighted registries, basically. Everyone comes in, they create a proposal saying who they are, and then you can support the people that you know are real, and they grow conviction. And then these are then the addresses that are allow listed to be able to vote in the quadratic pools. So yeah, if you want to try it out, join the community and create a proposal in here. And then you can also help direct funding. There should be a proposal soon from Edge, Esmeralda, Mars College, a couple other, I think one of the Zuzulu communities is creating a proposal. But if anyone's connected in that space, this is a fun way to try out Gardens that's active right now, if you want to see like a real live experiment that's going on.
Nice. Cool. Let me I could drop a link, unless Matt, did you lead me to it?
You could throw it in there again, though. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, no, this is cool. Yeah, so, if you want to dive in more, definitely do that. Check out that link. We're next just going to dive into an exercise where we're going to kind of, with Miro, mimic the flow, right? We're going to create proposals for these different pools that we have. So just to show the pools that we do have, let me open that up right here on my Travelers page. In a quick second. So everybody can see my screen, right? I see this. Cool. I see some thumbs up. So yeah, we have 3 pools. So this is what I was going to show on the Gardens page. So we're spend the rest of this call, and hopefully, we're not at time, but please, if you're able to stay really, really, then long just left there. If you can't stay, that'd be awesome, because we're trying to really gather input for 2025. So this is the chance to give it. So we have 3 pools. First is Izzy Initiatives. So this is for our friend Izzy to brainstorm ideas to honor his legacy, scale his projects, and just propose different ways to support his work. So, you know, if you have any proposals there, we'll do that. And we'll hop to the mirror board in a sec to get that started. The other one is Octa Epoch participation, right? So we have the Epoch 6 coming up. There's a couple of Greenpill affiliated projects involved, right? The Dev Guild was in the last Epoch. And I know other chapters are looking to participate in future ones. So I think as a network, us figuring out how we want to approach that, and people proposing like, oh, we could do, you know, one chapter, one guild, or we could do a free for, like, we just want to kind of get the sentiment as to like, okay, you know, how do we want to approach that? And then the last one, I think, is also very vital, you know, something around, you know, around network funding mechanisms. So actually right now the network is, Milwaukee is Kevin's implementing a cookie jar for 2025 where chapters and guilds will be able to take out, you know, small amount of funds each month to do, you know, different things. But, you know, in addition to cookie jar, would also want to explore other funding mechanisms and learn, you know, some ideas from the community as to different ways we could fund the network and fund the work that we're all doing. So let's go ahead and dive into this mirror board. So what we're going to do is I'm going to share this link. And we're going to say, anyone get at it. So I'm going to copy this guest link here. So everybody hop on the board. We've done a few of these now, so hopefully everybody's getting more comfortable with the mirror and the mirror workshop. If you are on your phone, you will still be able to participate. You just be a little different. They do have an app. So we'll give some time for people to hop onto the board. I'm also going to start the activity in the Google Meet so that we can get that going. Everyone. Okay, that was weird.
I clicked a button on the phone and I was thinking that it popped up a window saying I have no access.
All right, let's embed this full board. Edit. All right, so I just started an activity 2 also in here in the call. So you should kind of join in a multitude of ways. Let's see. All right, we got to drop off. All right, nice having you here, bro. Here. Nice having everybody that has to drop. Make sure to claim your pull-up if you haven't already. Yeah, thanks for having me.
Greenpill-new-year.
Yes.
Also shout out Dolly for the art.
See you, Paul. Thanks for joining. We'll talk soon. Yeah, if anybody else has to hop, if they got a call, let's let it be known now, and then, so we can show you some love before you. All right. It looks like we got some collaboration going on. I always love to see that. Okay, guys, so let's get this show on the road. So let's put a timer on for we'll do 10 minutes. We'll do 10-minute timer. So before I start this timer up, let's explain it. It's very simple. Take these sticky notes, look at the pool. You have a proposal, you have an idea, write it down. Simple as. So yeah, 10 minutes to take some time. Let's see what music vibe are we gonna go with. Let's go with the Sunshine Jam. Let's pause it. All right, so yeah, there we go for it. So, creating ideas. I have a couple already in mind, so I'll do the first one. So for Izzy,
and just a quick note in case people have to dip. After this, we'll keep it moving in the Gov Guild calls every Friday in the Discord, and yeah, after that, I'll also just do a quick conclusion with some following notes. So if you got a dip and you're interested, you can listen to the recording.
For a second, I was wondering why it's quiet because I'm on my phone. I was like, yeah, well, we're doing a workshop. And I looked at it like, nope, call drop. Yeah, it'd be nice to have like a break off group for people that are on their phone, and then people can just write in the stuff for them, their ideas. Not saying I have ideas.
Yeah.
I'll stuff in the chat.
Wants to write it out and throw it in the chat. I could add it to note stickies.
There's no leak, Anton. So what you'll do is download the app. It's called Co-app Home. So download the app Co-app Home, and then when you download the app and you sign in, you'll click Mint, and then
Oh,
you'll
okay. I think I got it. And then the secret word, right? That's all I need to do. Yeah. Okay. Oh wow, that's cool. You guys know who built this app? Like the POAP app? Or was it you guys?
Yeah, it came from Ethan originally.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah, okay, that's true.
And I'm not going to tell why I'm salty, but centralization is not. I'm just kidding. No, I did want to say something about the Izzy initiatives. I saw it on the screen. I was looking at our paragraph as we're about to, for Hen Protocol, we're about to do a new publication, and I saw the subscribers, and one was Izzy, and 1 out of 2 people was Izzy, so I felt really honored. But that's just Izzy, though. He knows those projects. He's moving and shaking. I think we're gonna have to make a song.
So am I allowed to like edit one of these things and add like a sticky to? I've never done this with you guys, but I do have an idea for your network funding mechanism. One that can actually do really well.
Are you on your phone or desktop?
I know, no, I'm on my computer, but I've never used Miro. I'm running this through a browser. Oh, okay. You know what? I think I can figure this out.
You got it?
Yeah. Does it have? Okay, cool. Hold on. These are just like the green one thing is an idea, I guess. Like every like sticky is an idea. Am I getting this right?
Yeah, every stick is an idea. They're just color coded to the different pools.
Okay, cool. I can pull that up then. That's not.
Okay, all right, we're at time. Got any last thoughts you have down? And then we can take a quick look at some of these, and we'll be diving into this further in the GovGuild call. So if you want to partake and vote on some of turn these into proposals on Guardians and all that jazz, that'll be done on Friday.
Friday at 1 p.m. CST.
That sounds correct. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's everybody's got 30 seconds. I'm gonna freeze the board now. Duty to get moving. So get your last thoughts in. Got a lot of proposals for network funding. That's great.
By the way, the little alpha, the song title is called "Projects Worth Baking."
What's that?
The song title that I'm working on is called "Projects Worth Bacon." I probably can't figure it out.
Projects work. You say bacon?
Yeah, I just said that out loud, and BAKIN and BOC. Maybe I have to make a parody song too.
All right, guys. So, this is last. Don't do anymore. We gotta review these.
Oh, I thought you said projects worth staking.
Oh, that's what it is. I love it.
I remember there's a whole thing between the Bitcoin community and like steak and meat or something like that.
Projects worth staking that bring home the bacon. Projects worth staking. My boy Izzy's bacon. Blah blah.
After this turn off edit, you guys want to keep going. Nobody wants to listen.
I was just aligning the stickers.
Well, this is good. I don't want to stop you guys from adding more proposals to this bit.
So how does this go beyond the sticker stage?
Yeah, so the initial idea was to do this all on Gardens, but there's just too many steps. People would have to like mint the token, stake it, and then create the proposal.
Yeah.
So this is just like a low barrier way to at least get people to jot down like their kind of high level proposal idea, and then our next step would be in our GovGuild call on Friday, which you've joined before, to take these sticky notes and actually turn them into proposals that we put in the on chain.
And you guys have a token? Greenpill has a token that does voting? Like, do you guys?
No, we're using a mock. We're doing this on testnet right now because we're doing a signaling pool. So there's no funds actually tied to anything. It's just to get sentiment.
Oh yeah, just like a voting mechanism. Like Let's Grow DAO, they have like one token, one vote, right? That's kind of how they do it, isn't it?
Yeah, so we're doing that with a mock token, and then
Okay.
we'll do that with a real token at some point.
And how does one become a voting member? Just by contributing, or like is the workflow to become a voting member?
No, we're just gonna have a whitelist of people we know, like Greenpill.
Oh, okay, I get it.
Yes, I mean we're also in the process of figuring out what the process itself should be. A formal structure doesn't necessarily exist.
I have some ideas. So if you guys have a meeting regarding this, definitely pull me in.
Yeah, roll through Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern time in the Discord.
2 p.m. That's perfect. I'll put this in my. But I think you need to have like a special link. You have to be approved on Luna to get into that meeting. Is that how you guys?
Discord.
Yeah, it's open on the Discord. Anybody can pop in.
Gotcha.
It's on. I'll walk you through a little more later too.
Yeah, Cole knows a lot about it, and he's actually like, he's kind of taken this path himself, and I think and it makes sense for you guys
No.
to also jump on this.
Yeah, I'll talk to you more about that.
Yeah. All right, guys. Are you guys almost done? See, we got Emmanuel. I'll get your note done. And then I'm about to turn off. All right, I'm going to count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
What are you
2,
Jim, everybody?
1. Sorry, let me finish this countdown.
Yeah.
0. All right. Go for it. Jim. Who was that? Who said that? Mercy. Some Mercy.
Marichiku?
Chukwuka.
Yeah, but
Mercy Chukwu. Or is it Mary Chukwu? I know CK.
yeah, if you were asking what we were doing, we're just finishing up a Miro workshop. Here, let me throw the link in the chat so you can see it easier.
Cool. Yeah, and everybody can still see my screen, right?
Yeah, you're kind of zoomed in, but yes.
Okay, so let me end the activity and I can share my screen. And then we'll share. Okay. Cool. So we're just gonna go through this real quick and then close the call. So for the Izzy's pool, we have create a citizens round in his memory. Solid. Create a virtual monument URL to Izzy that will migrate to our IRL place. Ooh, that's very nice of you. Build off and support future region citizen rounds. Well, I think that ties into that one other one. Keep working on the initiatives he was working on. Yep. Documentary caption the impact of Izzy's projects. Yeah, that's something we're talking about to kind of highlight Izzy's life, but also then projects he's working on. Squad staking with tasks. So I know Tech and Sun is like a mobile solar station, so it'd be really interesting to see if there could be some running a node, and earning some yield, but be that charging station. Region ecosystem refi mapping, with writing skills, refi DAO, carbon copy. So yeah, this is the region mapping. Yeah, that makes sense. Scale Tech and Sun. Spanish reaching impact throughout the community, solar and tech projects in underdeveloped regions. Yep. Helping with delivering pharmaceuticals with system, obviously. I remember that one. So cool, yeah, that's solid. So we're gonna tap on all these in the call on Friday. For the Octet, so it's gonna be a little bit longer because I know some of these are longer. So I'll read this one out first here. There are a number of solar microgrid projects operating in Africa. Okay, I think this is Izzy. This is Ted Izzy. Huh? Let's read that out. So there are a number of solar microgrid projects operating in Africa. We'd love to see us be able to communicate with them with meeting protocol and Arcane to help create perpetual funding for those communities and as a blueprint for the entire continent. Let me zoom in so you guys can see too. Let's grow the Izzy Grow Brigade. He's already has some agreements for funding with the land and community in Nigeria. Awesome. Yeah. So not sure who wrote that, but definitely we should tap in and get that going. I think that was Danny.
Yeah, that's Donnie.
Okay, nice. Cool.
And then I previously threw links in the chat for the Let's Grow DAO Twitter space if you wanted to listen to the recording. And then there's also a Let's Grow DAO Tronverse page with some other ideas in there. So.
Mm-hmm. So for often epoch participation, so like Green Circle, we did quarter review and allocate the funding to active projects. So I'm guessing this is maybe saying the network applies and then allocates funding, something like that. So that could be a path. Coordinate Greenpill author participants to prevent overlap and match synergy between projects. Yep. Define how much initiatives we will participate. Don't know how much initiatives will participate. I think I need some more context on that one. Free for all, no structure. So it's a proposal. A pool for proposals from chapters and guilds. So we have a pool, but we could create a pool for this. Okay, that could work. Okay, we have 2 chapters and guilds per epoch. Did somebody copy this? Because basically the same thing. I guess it's the same 2. No, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's the same, but instead of 1, it's 2.
But I'm not saying 1. I'm saying 1 chapter. Maybe I'll rewrite it. 1 chapter and guild. I'm saying 2. Just saying 1 chapter and 1 guild. So
so you can remove the other one. My idea was just to provide another option. I was understanding that it was 1.
Okay. So yeah, so basically they have 1 chapter and guild. So it's either 1 guild and 1 chapter each one. So that's one to explore. All right, we'll come back to this. Cool. Now we have these ones here for network funding mechanisms. All right, starting from the top, continuously capture/track impact in between detailed comment profiles. Hopefully stumble into larger grants and sponsorship. So I think this is a cool note. I don't think there's anything concretely here about the type of funding mechanism, but it's just talking about what tools we use to kind of track that. Next is Verb's proposal for improving public spaces, plus flows of proposal for park caretakers, public gardens. That's solid, yeah. The Verb's community we really could tap into, in addition to the public nouns, and even nouns community. Luciano's Grow Network SQF. Yep, we've had discussions about that. I think that's very bullish on that being avenue for funds. Create templates to set up pods explaining that approach expressed in practice. To set up pools, explaining what that approach expressed. Yeah, that's a good tip. Don't see too much of a funding mechanism there. Become a refi token launch creator on Axis Finance, which creates a stable revenue stream and validate the project. Interesting.
This is something that was actually offered to me by the founder of Axis, and we were looking at authority figures in refi, who would because the CC there is no there's a bunch of launch pads that are commercial as shit, and then there's nothing that's refi focused, and there's no I think he pitched this to Monty at Refi DAO, and they were too busy to consider it. But I feel like you guys would be the next in line in terms of brand recognition, and it's a solid revenue stream. It beats staking, it beats a lot of the revenue channels that you guys, even maybe the amount of money that you guys are getting from grants, it might actually even beat that, and it would allow you to further position yourself as an authority figure, and also prevent shitty projects from launching in refi as well. So it shows as a backstopper too. And this is ready to go, as in I told Tex to join this call so he can better explain it, but their technology stack is solid, and they're very I guess neutral in a sense, they're not in it for commercial success. They just provide a set of open source technologies. Their mentality aligns with our ethos, right? Look at Axis.finance. They're not they're not a typical commercial launch pad with a bunch of pumpers, pumping tokens, right? Their model is based on finding an authority figure and then letting that authority figure curate projects and letting them launch. And there's a number of revenue streams that comes from that, but that's like up to you how you implement your program. But I feel like there's many different projects in refi that are trying to come online, not necessarily knowing how. And you guys have a big enough network that and I guess in a decentralized manner, you guys could provide that service and create and become a stronger authority too.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Yeah, we'll look more into it and see where that could take us. Next, we have retro progressive model. So that's one I wrote down. To kind of explain this real quickly, it's kind of to have a pool of funds and chapters skills able to apply for getting access to funds and do a proactive retro, proactively give funds up front to do that action, and then have a retroactive aspect as well to where it's on like 50-50, so where you get 50% up front, 50% on the back end. And then as you do more successful events or actions, you get more proactively. So you go from 50 to 60% to 70% to 7%. So that's the idea for that one. Greenpill Impact Framework. Yeah, I'm not sure how that's a funding mechanism. Who wrote that down?
Yes, I put this in there because with hypercerts, for example, I think this could be a pretty good way to work with eco credits.
Okay, so the thing would be hypercerts because the
I think would be ecocerts.
Okay, so I'll write that down because
I will change the name. I will put in ecocerts.
So hypercerts, that's an ecocerts. Capital formation, positive marketing revenue, consultancy. The kids consulting people, DeFi treasury management, stablecoin staking. I think that would definitely come like later because we need like a good amount of pool of funds to do that and a structure to handle that as well. Greenpill token with bonding curves. Ooh, interesting. Is that bonding curves or bounding curves?
I think that's a great idea. That would work.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I don't know if we could use QAC for something like that too. I think United States citizens are not allowed to use it, which kind of complicates things.
And European as well.
A
lot of places.
Well, hey, maybe that might change. The tides, the winds are changing.
Gardens itself already has like a token, a bounding curve mechanism. When you join the community, a percentage of this registration amount goes to a mute sig, where we can burn, we can distribute, we can do and basically when you stake like 90% of the registration stake, you're doing this mechanism. Like this stake will keep the value of the token. So it's a very good trick on gardens that we can use to do that.
Okay. Cool.
I'm curious, which part is a US and European citizen not allowed to use? Any token with a bonding curve? Did I hear that right?
QAC specifically.
Oh, okay.
And of course, it's more to protect the projects. So this is not legal advice.
Right.
Yeah, no, this is legal advice.
It's always financial advice. It's not legal.
not either. All right, let's get to this last row and then close the call.
Yeah, that was a personal statement.
So we have implement the cookie jar as a yield-bearing pool that awards the earnings. Interesting. I like that one. Lotto PGF. Is that just doing like lottery? Yeah, that could be fun. Membership fee.
Lotto PGF is super interesting. I wonder if there's like things that we, like think of like a charity thing where companies donate gift baskets or something, and then people, buy lottery tickets for those. I wonder if we can do something like that where, I don't know.
we could definitely do a lot of that.
Yeah, like
and I've also been thinking about
I like that.
thinking about like an NFT aspect, and I've talked with Access Finance a little bit about it because they are doing auctioning as well. They have a really good auctioning system, and then yeah, but NFTs it hits more like people contribute, and then there's a claiming mechanism. So we're talking about a different contract.
Mhm. And then we got grant program service. I think we need more context on that. I'm gonna get that down after here. And then common pool of resources. I think I know what that is called. Yeah, I don't know what that one means. Yeah, I think that I could definitely see that coming into play.
Yeah, this is that idea we were working on here with Riri. I simplified the idea Riri is using. I was trying to create like something to the allocator RFP, but the RFP was just to establish a simple tool like we did basically on the Dev Guild. But I think this could be a good proposal to work on and have more people inside and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cool. All right, man. This is great. We got a good amount to work with on Friday. So, yeah, if you want to partake and continue this combo, we'll be talking more about it on Friday. I'll now hand it over to Matt to close the call and announce a few action items.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks as always, everybody, for coming. Just a reminder, it's always the second Wednesday of every month, so we'll see you next in January. I'll try and make this quick. Another reminder, secret poet passphrase is Greenpill-new-year. ETH Denver is coming up quickly. So we've started kind of planning a little bit for that, but if you're going to be in attendance, definitely look out for comms. Probably we'll do it in the Discord and the Telegram, and so yeah, definitely plan in there. And if you're going to be there and you want to like figure out some projects or initiatives, please be in touch as soon as possible. Mentioned the cookie jar, so all chapter stewards that are in this call, fill out that chapter info survey that was thrown in the steward chat and was DM'd to everybody. At some point, just another quick aside, at some point we'll share information about any future region coordination rounds. Octane Epoch 6, the snapshot is about to start, so if you have GLM locked, vote in that. And of course, allocate your rewards to regen projects when the round actually starts up. Gitcoin had a Twitter space earlier today talking about their plans for 2025. I just threw a link in the chat if you want to listen to that recording. So obviously we're still getting our footing, but moving forward, really figuring out grant rounds that are applicable for chapters and guilds, and communicating with everybody, and really aligning and getting on the same page is something that I think is very important for moving forward. Yeah, I think that just about covers it. A couple other quick things. The Dev Guild is going to start sharing what they're doing for treasury management publicly. So we're going to set up a paragraph, and if anybody else is a part of other organizations that are kind of thinking about or doing the same thing, definitely take a look, and would love to kind of get some feedback and get some discussions there. Discord pods, if you haven't already, add the role. There's 4 pod channels in the Discord, so add those roles. I think it's an environment, education, DSci, and DPIN. We still need to get the formal documentation and onboarding for Realms, which is like a gamified version of incentivizing people being active within the pods. But yeah, definitely join there and share some content. And I guess the final update I have is the new chapter onboarding. We threw a hub thread a while back, but at some point in January, we'll get a new cohort in there. So yeah, I think that's about it.
Cool. I think we have one hand raised. Mary Chuku, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. So, Jim,
Yeah.
thank you very much, Mas. Thank you very much for loving the awesome work you guys doing with the chapters and with network as a whole. I just wanted to ask, please, can you share the POAP link? And two, um, so looking forward to plans for the Greenpill Nigerian chapters. I just wanted to know if there are any updates, because now like Easy had already had plans like the Impact Summit, the tours, and some installations for Q1, Q2, and Q3. Down to Q, he had kind of like had his 2025 figured out. So I wanted to know is there like any, apart from the brigades, is there anybody in the Greenpill that be pioneering it that's up, especially for Nigeria? Yeah, so if you don't mind me asking.
Yeah, I think Amio gave an update in Nigeria. What was the last part you asked though about the network?
Hello? What did you say?
What was the last part you asked about? You said about
So I'm just asking like do we do the night, because now I'm part of the Nigerian team, but working with Amio, Chijoki, and a lot of awesome guys, right? So do we just continue pushing as already planned, or do we wait for some directives from the head? Because I really want to know how kind of like structure, how is chapter now meant to be run, because everything is always and was always centered around Easy. So he already had plans and the rest. So just knowing this in what direction we should take it there.
Yeah. No. Okay. Got it. That makes sense. Yeah, I think let's find some time to meet before the end of the year. Maybe we could do a group call with what it seems like to me is like a group of Nigerian stewards now, right? You can have multiple stewards, for your chapters. So if you guys want to go with that format where you have multiple stewards, we could do that and help, kind of sort things out. But yeah, let's talk more when you have some time.
Okay, awesome. Thank you very much.
Oh, and then the PO app, just go download the PO app home app on your phone, and then go to Mint, and then enter the secret phrase, which is Greenpill-New Year. I'll drop it in the chat.
-new-year.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Greenpill-New Year. So it's in the chat. Let me know if hopefully you don't have any issues. But yeah, thanks everybody, really, for joining this call, for all the work everybody's done this year. Really, really want to shout out everybody, and yeah, so much gratitude and appreciation for everybody. And let's go for it at 2025. Let's kill it. Let's continue growing. Let's grow Izzy's legacy. Let's keep going. I'm so bullish, and yeah, that's all I got. Thank you guys. Have a good rest of your day.
Bye, guys.
I just threw an updated link in the chat, Kaz. I think that might be an old link. I don't know. That one should work though. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're good.
Awesome. Trying it around.
Cool.